few weeks ago I made a video about Arsenal being banned in certain countries due to anti-lootbox laws. To those of you who don't know what an anti-lootbox law is, allow me to explain this. The anti-lootbox law is a law in the Netherlands and Belgium about literally banning loot boxes from games because they are seen as gambling. Because you see, if a kid sees something that they want and it's in a loot box or a crate, then the kid will spend money on that and they potentially get addicted to gambling, and that's why it's banned. And this law is now actually affecting Roblox. First it was Arsenal, who has now reopened their game and disabled the crates for people in the Netherlands and Belgium, but now it's another major Roblox game. Adopt Me. Adopt Me put out a statement recently on closing Adopt Me for players in those countries. The Adopt Me website said the following: as part of a Roblox-led program to comply with laws in the Netherlands and Belgium, access to Adopt Me from those countries has been disabled as of September 13, 2022. We want Adopt Me to be enjoyed by as many players around the world as possible. However, to comply with laws in the Netherlands and Belgium, access for these players has been disabled. This is part of a Roblox-led program to comply with this law, and as such, we expect all the Roblox games to be making these changes in the following weeks. We will be attempting to change Adopt Me in these regions in order to allow access again in the future. However, this process could take a long time and we don't want to compromise the quality of the game. Please remain patient and keep an eye on our social media pages for potential updates on this. We apologize to any players in those countries who are upset by no longer being able to play Adopt Me. Unfortunately, as this is a legal requirement, we cannot make any exceptions. And this statement, in my eyes, is fair and very well worded too. The fact that the Adopt Me developers actually are willing to change up certain things so that people in these regions are allowed to play the game again is actually a really good thing. And I always had massive respect for the developers behind Adopt Me, especially if you know why the game was made in the first place. Adopt Me, however, is not my type of game, and I definitely do not hate anybody who enjoys this game either. It's just that it's not my game, so I personally am not affected by this, but as somebody from the Netherlands, I do understand how frustrating this can be. A while ago I experienced the same with Arsenal, a game that I personally enjoy a lot, and I very recently, actually a few days ago, also experienced this with Shindo Life, another game that I really enjoy a lot. Both of these games have reopened, and Arsenal did make changes like disabling crates, for example. Let me just say with this that this does not mean that Adopt Me isn't accessible for these players anymore. Like the Adopt Me website said, they are trying to work on a system that allows access again to Adopt Me, but it could take a while. Game development isn't something that you do in a few hours or in a few weeks. It can take several months upon years. And who knows, maybe Adopt Me will reopen around Christmas, you never really know. Plus they said that they don't want to compromise the quality of the game, so just be patient. Personally, I think that loot boxes are a quick way to make money, but that doesn't mean that I am all for them. In fact, I actually hate loot box systems, and I don't understand why you have to lock something behind a paywall with chances of you not getting something. If it's a system like Arsenal that does not give you any form of advantage over somebody else or whatever, I'm personally fine with it. Skins or drip in a game is something that I'm fine with, even if I have to pay for it. What I'm not fine with is actually asking children to spend actual money on a literal slot machine with a chance of getting something stupid which they will be looked down on because it's giving them a disadvantage. If it's not going to give you an advantage nor a disadvantage and it doesn't change your game, I'm personally fine with it. So this whole law basically means that developers will either have to start removing loot boxes or similar gambling systems from their game, or they just have to close the game entirely due to these laws. Personally, if I were a developer, I'd go with the first option because that still shows that you care for your players, even if you have to close your game temporarily for that. Same goes with the anti-trading law. Grand Peace Online, Royal High and Adopt Me already disabled these features. I believe that GPO did change it up a little so that it is allowed now, but I'm not really sure. But that's about all for this video. In the future, more Roblox games may get banned or get revamped systems like this, and if I had my own game and would decide, I would personally switch up the system. I also understand that some people are upset about this, and in my opinion, it's completely understandable. Definitely feel free to let me know what you think of this whole case, whether or not you actually play Adopt Me. Maybe you even want to share your experience on how this is actually affecting you, or maybe you've played other games that have closed that you want to share how much it affected you and what you think of loot boxes in general. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing if you want more content like this, because I will upload a new Roblox video every Wednesday and Saturday, and you might happen to find some of my videos enjoyable. And hopefully I'll see you back in another Roblox video.